Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and today I'm going to bring you a quick review on the 2006 middle grade novel, The Beast of Clawstone Castle. So let's get started. The Beast of Clawstone Castle was published by Dutton Children's Books, written by Eva Ibbotson and illustrated by Kevin Hawkes. Some of the illustrations are like that. So there are just a few of those pen and ink sort of illustrations in the book, but I really, really like that type of design for them. Now, I heard about this book on somebody's booktube channel, and I don't remember who it was, but I thought it sounded really interesting. I put it on a wish list, and then I kind of forgot about it. But every once in a while, Amazon will pop up things that are like, your wish list book has dropped in price or whatever. And that happened, and I saw that it was super cheap and had free shipping because I was ordering some other stuff, and went, I'll get it and see what it's about. And I'm really glad I did. I very much enjoyed it. I read it very quickly, and the story itself, though printed in 2006, really reminded me of books that I have read previously that were published in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It had that nostalgic feel to it, and I really, really appreciate and enjoy that. This story is about Madeline and Rollo, who are siblings. Madeline is 13, I think, 12 or 13, and Rollo is 10 or 11. And their parents are in America. They've had to go to America to teach classes or something. That part's not really important. Part that is important is that they're going to be gone all summer, and Madeline and Rollo were not going to be provided for, so they were sent to Clawstone Castle up at the Scottish border with their great uncle George and his sister, their great aunt Emily. And Clawstone Castle is kind of down on its luck. They are not able to afford to keep up the park where some very special animals live. And so they are doing open days trying to get people to come in and pay to look around their castle, but it's a normal castle. Like, there's not any horrible torture devices. There's nothing really special that's calling people in. So Madeline and Rollo decide to help. And that's where the ghost story portion starts. They find some ghosts that are haunting Clawstone Castle, and they get them to perform, you can say, for the guests. And it goes really, really well. But then there's another twist and a mystery happens, and all of a sudden the animals that they are trying to protect are taken away. And so they have to figure out what's going on. There are a lot more twists and turns to it, but there are some really whimsical things that struck me as being fun and fanciful and just a great thing to add to the book. And there's not a whole lot about the book that I didn't like. There are a few things about the book that I wasn't terribly fond of. There were a couple of parts where I felt it could be better. There were a couple of parts where I felt like the character needed rounding out or less explanation, more explanation, things like that. But there are going to be things like that in just about every single book. There was one character that I despised completely, and that is a little 12-year-old girl. Little, I don't remember what her name is, but her last name is Trembello, and the Trembellos are trying to shut down Clawstone Castle. And she's a very smart little girl, but she's also conniving, and she is just a snot face, and I want to smack her. Yeah. hmm Yes. So moving on, the things I liked about this book were the nostalgia. Obviously, it felt like a book that was written back in the day, and it made me feel very nostalgic. It reminded me of those older books that I loved, and I absolutely adore that feeling, like I said. I also really liked how the characters interacted. It did not show children who were super happy to go or were not happy, and then by day two they were like, yes, we're at the castle, we love it. They had some issues, And it also had ghosts, but the ghosts are not scary ghosts. The ghosts are helpful ghosts. They needed a place and they were welcomed into the family. And I really, really enjoyed that twist. There is even a set of ghost feet. They can't talk, they can't do anything. They're feet, but they hang out and it's fun. And I loved it. So if you have not read The Beast of Clawstone Castle, I suggest you do. It's fun, it's a quick read, it's well written, and very, very entertaining. So go check it out. Let me know if you've read it down below. Let me know what you think about it or if you're going to pick it up, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.